Hello, welcome to the stream. And, oh no, the game's not showing up. And my model's not showing up either. Ah, there's my model. Ah. Where is... Ah, there we go. No, where are my places? There we go. Okay. Where was it? Was it this one? Oh, I should look at the date. March. That is after February. New game, please. Wow. New game, please, huh? If I actually started playing a new game because you saying that, I think you'd probably start crying. Oh, hey, it's doing the bug where when you have way too much fuel, it pretends you can't go anywhere. I have with me today a Baja Blast because I don't want to waste a monster yet because I have my day job today. Let me actually... That's better. Okay, chat. I feel like a monster. Is that so? So, what do you think, chat? Live or kill? I think kill. So, we could go to the, so looking at this star map, we could go to the Unga. We could go to that unknown. Up at the top. We could go to the Siren, who we know were imprisoned at Betelgeuse, or Beetlejuice if you want to pronounce it like that for some reason. You're psychotic. Or we could visit the Yihat. What do you think? Beetlejuice is better because you can drink it? Sure it is. I guess since the chat is not being particularly helpful in finding out where I should go, I will go... Yeah, probably to the, the Unga. Right, my brain just died. I really appreciate, like there's just something about quasi space that I really, really like. Okay. Gotta find an Unga. Quasi space is home. Okay, so you're an Arilu, good to know. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't even need any of those anyway. Let's see if we can talk to them and find out what their home planet is.
Hello, human earthling.
These things remind me of Subi. That is so true. In fact, I'm going to message Subi saying that these things are like unto him. Okay. Well, since we know they have humor.
Yes, Joe, here is Joe. When is a slave not a slave? Answer, when he is a slave master.
When he is a slave master.
What talking that do not understand reference. Master Joe, yes, Master Joe, here it is. What you will get when you come by deuterium, pellet, terawatt, laser, and primitive earth leaders from ancient steppes. Answer, confusion.
Confusion. Confusion. Wow.
Unga are funny. We are Unga. We are funny. There is no alternative.
Okay, let's press about the talking pet.
Possesses forbidden knowledge. No interference in plan can be tolerated.
I cannot.
Human must be eliminated.
So he really didn't like me asking about the talking pet. For once, I won't use the three old faithfuls. It's that easy. Sometimes it's slightly less easy. Okay, you only got 3 crews. Not too bad. Stop that! If I'm constantly moving at high speed, that should help. Okay, it's probably near the center of... we've got space. Because that's where I'll be, I think, most likely to find the, talking pet. I imagine they live on a green world just because they're weird and silly. And green worlds are weird and silly. So something about me having talking pet is forbidden knowledge. For some reason or another. What's the right button? Let's zoom in. Okay, there's a lot of them here. I wonder if it instantly attack me. Why do I have intimate moments with a green planet? Well, I don't, but I could if I wanted to.
No, too much. It must not escape.
I was hoping I'd have another chance to not. Don't. Do not. That was close. I saw you turning around. Mean. Okay, let's go to the home planet, the source of the problem.
What do you want?
That is not an Oomga. I thought this is the Oomga homeworld. Who are you?
I am a peaceful creature, a friendly alien life form. The Ur-Quan called us talking
They are
pets.
really messed up and wrong for me.
Until recently,
That is so true.
I was employed on
Yeah,
the Dreadnought starship
Let me
as a translator.
mute my
Then,
mic to blow my
after
nose.
the ship suffered severe damage from combat, we crashed at Alpha Pavonis. Miraculously, I survived. I was rescued by an Arilu Lollylay exploration vessel. The Arilu, they couldn't heal
That's
my
so
most
true.
severe injury, so
how's
they
the,
brought me to the Oomga who
how's
possessed
the audio,
superior
by the way?
bioengineering skills.
Yeah, how's the audio? Is it good? I feel like the game might be too loud. But I thought talking pets weren't sentient. You seem smart enough. Goodbye your 56,000 status.
Oh,
Okay, well.
you know about that, do you? Oh, well, I guess that means I'll have to kill you now. I can't permit you to reveal my transformation. Ur-Quan might find out, and then my plans for revenge will be ruined. Well, I tried to spare your life, Captain, but you were just too curious. So now, seek death at the hands of your enemy.
Okay.
In addition, your refusal to answer our transmissions is taken as an insult, which shall earn you the reward of death, unless you respond immediately.
So that took 2 weeks, huh? Oh, I was going to some form of mental compulsion.
What did you say? Compulsion? What happened? Explain.
From what we know about them and their history with the talking pets, because considering they were enslaved by the Nyari before they became talking pets. It makes sense that they instantly are like very like careful regarding that. Are you probed by them? I don't think so. I think it's that question from alien mind control.
What? Oh no, it cannot be. Quick, human, tell me, what did it feel like, this
The fact that he's asking what it felt like is interesting. Kinda like the screen went dark and then pow, here you were.
What do you mean? Elucidate.
Like someone had control my mind and body.
This sounds all too familiar. Yes, the nightmare
They know
begins
all too
again.
well.
Perhaps we should contact the Korra Primat. Explain to her. No, they will not believe. They are too stubborn and simple-minded. They will not see the danger until it is too late. Human, be gone. Leave my sight. We must defeat the Korra speedily, so that we can attend to this new Nyari menace.
It's also interesting because that is our first, like, indication that the Ur-Quan might have any intention other than, you know, being evil. Wait, where the hell am I going? I don't want to go there. Where do I want to go? So there's the Nyari there. Let's see. Wait, Utui were also mentioned at the Aquaric constellation. Let's go to... I don't know, actually. I guess let's go to the... Well, we can go to wait. They're the Aquaric constellation. Let's see if that's this one. Oh, hey, it is. Where's Aquari? Actually... I wonder if one of those is the Lorne.
I must warn you, Captain. This is the time of the month we Melnorme drive exceptionally hard bargains. Beware. Now, what can we do for you today?
Want more information?
What? The not. What? How? The Thredash are an arrogant, stubborn, and thick-skinned species who reside in the Draconis and Apodus star systems. They have little or no respect for anything but force, which they admire greatly. To make the Thredash your friends, you should consider killing most, but not all of them. In addition, they guard some kind of sacred relic at the star system Zeta Draconis. Though we do not know the true nature of this artifact. The Thredash homeworld is at Delta Draconis.
Okay, wait. Where's my places thing? Okay. That's going over. I'll make it just through the hash home. That works. That could be a little bit louder. Okay, well I can't make myself louder without it messing with the volume sometimes, so I'll just make the game quieter. Okay, there we go. That, or maybe like that. That should be good, probably. How's that?
After the war, the Chenjesu and the Mernherm chose to be slave-shielded on the Chenjesu's homeworld at Procyon.
Okay, Procyon, Chenjesu homeworld. Chenjesu home. Procyon.
We suspect that they are melding their two species to form some kind of new hybrid race. A race which may well be powerful enough to destroy the Ur-Quan single-handedly. However, by our calculations, this process will take many decades, if not centuries.
That's kind of a long time.
Should you wish to talk to them, we recommend you invest in a hyperwave broadcasting system, which is powerful enough to penetrate the shield around their world.
Okay.
The Mycon are using this time, while the Ur-Quan have their attention elsewhere, to expand their sphere of influence as fast as possible. The Mycon colonize planets by launching tough spore pods from orbit and injecting them under the planet's surface. Months later, after the spores have grown hundreds of thick, fibrous tendrils under the planet's crust, the tendrils suddenly thrust up out of the planet and create huge calderas. Not incidentally, filling the planet's atmosphere with the Mycon's preferred gases, clouds of superheated steam and sulfuric acid. Following the end of the war, the Androsynth began experimenting with interdimensional fatigue, A process which is related to your faster-than-light drive, but involves dimensions far more alien than hyperspace. They had just
Makes sense.
made a major breakthrough when they were suddenly wiped out
Oh, I'm sure that's
by a race
completely
called
unrelated.
the Ors, who appeared seemingly out of nowhere. Actually, we don't know what the Ors did to the Anchorcent. They're just all gone. The Ari-Lulare are a mysterious race of IDF beings. IDF meaning interdimensional fatigue.
Wilderness races
They
for
do
ores.
not reside in this
I
galaxy,
do not think so.
or in fact, anywhere
But-
in this universe. While it
If you
is
say
true
so.
that the Arilu are rarely seen far from the Colombe star group, they do make regular, secret visits to your world, and have done so for centuries. Ever since Earth was stage-shielded, they have focused their attention on the humans aboard the starbase, many of whom are now members of your crew.
That makes
Though
sense.
the Ari-Lulare always smile and are never overtly hostile, we believe that they have a secret agenda which somehow involves your planet Earth. These secret plans may or may not cause grief and woe to you Earthlings.
More data on alien races. Oh wait, I think I don't have enough credits. It's not working. There we go.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
what else would you like?
Okay.
I suppose as a courtesy I should extend an
These
appropriate greeting. On behalf of the Utwig Proctors, I truly hope for your sake that your day has been better than ours, although this really isn't saying that much.
Oh my gosh, it's them. That's so true. This is Captain Aya representing the Empire of Aya. Please respond.
What good would that do? I mean, why should we? We agonized for hours, wondering if it was a cruel twist of fate or simply a serious case of butterfingery. The lifetimes that have been spent in the pursuit of the elusive answer to this deceptively simple question has driven many of us down the dark road of self-destruction. Indeed, even as these words strike the ears of any who care to listen, the real question is, does it matter? I cannot say. I wallow in a quandary, unable to determine what better atones for my part of the great sin. Should I engage in slow and painful self-termination?
Well, maybe you shouldn't do
Should I
that.
commit myself to a long life of painful self-flagellation? Should I throw
What about
myself with
self-forgiveness?
enthusiastic verve at the problem of collective annihilation? I do not know. Even now, my mind writhes in anguish of indecision, lest the outcome be inadequate.
Well, we already know what happened. They lost the Ultron. Do you know anything about the enslaving Ur-Quan?
We know nothing of this species that you mentioned. However, while we are on the subject of evil and powerful species, we have encountered a particularly gruesome race that seemed to come from the direction of Arcturus. When we
Arcturus.
hailed them, they responded with mighty weapons that sent our delegation to their depths. Lucky fools. The aliens' dark, crusty battleships are capable of guiding spinning mines into almost
crusty,
any
huh?
location. And should an enemy get too close, a fiery corona emerges to inflict fearsome damage. In our skirmishes with the race who called themselves the Kor-Ah, we found that by using our own shielding capability, we could sweep through the mines, absorb the corona, and then get close enough to the dark ships to give a lick of our own. In truth, however, they are very powerful and ruthless. When the Kor-Ah
Well, we know that
started
they're
to
a
press
type of
toward
Ur-Quan,
our
and that sounds like
homeworld,
Ur-Quan, alright.
we thought that our deserved punishment was being administered. But then, a mystery? They suddenly became disinterested and veered away. Bah, confounding frustration. With the Ultron, I could speak knowledgeably on this subject. To have this quality torn from our grasp emphasizes how meaningless our existence really is. This lack of meaning is what drives my species to the serious contemplation of a quick end.
Yes, that really is a pity. So, what more do you know about the Kor-Ah?
Your query once again painfully reminds me of the Ultron and what it was for the universe. I could tell you all and correct
I think
all
you
that is
probably
wrong
could not
in the
actually.
universe. All I can tell you is that the Kor-Ah live to kill. Their stated purpose is to seek out new life and new civilizations and then annihilate them. We seem to qualify as such, and that is why it is puzzling that after pursuing us with some tenacity, they suddenly turned away
yeah,
and
probably a good
headed
idea.
toward Craterus.
Craterus. That's where the Ur-Quan Center is.
Speculation would be unnecessary if only we had saved the Ultron. It would not have taken much. A diving catch, a thrown pillow, even a fuzzy wumpus would have broken the fall satisfactorily.
What is a fuzzy wumpus, though?
Indeed, a panel convened to analyze the possibilities concluded there were at least 623 ways that the Ultron could have been saved if we had been prepared.
That was quite a noise.
Concerning these matters.
But I take the recent events have not gotten your way. Why don't you start at the beginning?
All right,
Well, we already know about this.
But after all, we have a famous bootwig saying, one tends to get less motivated. We broke it, so we are paying for it. Of course, this isn't really... Imagine if you can, holding
made the
with
same
your
noises. I
hand
did not.
the answer.
Yes, of course, Ultron. We grieve. How sad. Now, what was it again?
Bah! It doesn't matter. I find discussion of...
Okay.
It is universal. I'm sure that you two are aware of this thing, if only in legend. It granted us all limitless power and knowledge. It has been since, well, rendered inoperative.
That reminds me of my pet drop split right in front of a rock chipper.
You are kind.
I'm not sure what a rock chipper
If we could
is.
wield the Ultron to resurrect your splib, we would. But I suddenly am overcome with waves of depression. I must retire now to perform rituals of anguish. Waves of trauma wash across my being even now. I must go.
Okay. Seems pretty excited about it. Now let's see if I correctly remember what this is. He's gonna, yep. Okay. Nice. I think it'd be really funny if that was somehow another probe.
Just go.
Okay.
As do we. Go now with neither malice nor joy.
What if I want to go with Joy? Now, let's see if I remember what this planet I'm going towards is. Okay. I believe I do. Well, might as well grab these. I don't really actually need them, but, you know. Considering I have a fully shielded lander, that lost a decent amount of crew. Damn. Okay. Now we gotta get over there. Yeah, it's gotta be.
Greetings, fellow carbon creatures. May your roots always be well watered.
It is interesting that this like automatically gets rated as an ally. I am Captain Aya from Earth. We come in peace.
I am Captain Ala Lala. We come in peace.
Our starship is called Monkey.
Our starship is called the Tender Shoot.
We are the Empire of Aya from Earth.
We are the Supox Utricularia from Earth.
You're from Earth? Hey, are you just copying whatever I say?
Oh yes, we apologize for the confusion. Our home world is also called Earth, or more properly, Fleck, which means perfectly good and nutritious dirt. Earth is pretty close, is it not?
Real. Okay. Why do you copy your speech and mannerisms?
We learn and we adapt. We are symbionts. Our first step in making friends is always to copy them. This
Silly plants
is
playing
our
around.
idiom.
That is so true. Symbionts, how interesting. Please tell us more.
Our kind evolved on a beautiful planet, orbiting the wonderfully green
Silly plants playing around. That is so true.
From the canopy of the great jungle, to the shores of the azure seas. Our species has flowered and grown well. Early in our evolution, we adapted to exist in symbiosis with other hardier life, both flora and fauna, who supplied us with nutrients, while we supplied them with reproductive assistance.
Kinda like insects with some modern day plants. But like the opposite. Come on, plants can have intelligence. Our top scientists and science fiction writers have proven it.
Yes, this has been confirmed by our people as well. Strange, is it not? Many of our people regard this inconsistency as proof of our divine origin.
I like that detail of them seeing it as proof of their divine origin because it feels very realistic. Are the Udwig friends of yours?
Oh yes, we have a strong cultural bond with the Udwig. They have been the foundation around which we have grown our starfaring culture. We are not only allies, but we are also friends. You should go meet with them.
Keep having
They
to
could use some excitement.
time to
You
marry a
see,
plant.
they
Good
are a
for
little
you.
depressed and morose right now. Usually they are most festive and fun.
Oh dear, what has caused the Udwig such distress?
They broke their Ultron.
Ultron? What's an Ultron?
The Druge, the cruel, foul trading race who sold the device to the Udwig, called the device the Ultron, and claimed that it would give the Udwig superpowers. Unfortunately, the Udwig believed the Druge and bought the Ultron. However, the device did make the Udwig very happy. Of course, we didn't tell them what we really thought of the Ultron. That they were vapid fools to buy a piece of junk for a
So
planet
they truly are
ransom.
friends with the
We
Udwig.
went along with the falsehood, and in doing so showed our own stupidity. Then, one sad day a few years ago, the Udwig Proctor dropped the Ultron during a particularly energetic and festive ritual. Now the Udwig are morose and depressed. They feel they cannot ever achieve greatness because they lost the powers of the Ultron. They even gave the broken device to us, saying that they couldn't stand the sight of it anymore. We are worried that the Udwig are so depressed that they may use their ultimate weapon. Here, you take the Ultron. Maybe you can do something with it.
Thanks, I think. What do I do with it?
We thought that if we could get the Ultron working again, it would cheer them up. So, we tried to figure out how to fix the darn thing, or at least get some of the flashing bits working again. But for all the Druge's falsehoods, the Ultron is some kind of artifact, and we could not synthesize the necessary replacement parts. Perhaps on your journeys, you will find the elements necessary to repair the Ultron. Then you could give it to the
hello, welcome to the
Udwig,
stream.
and maybe they wouldn't be so depressed.
Yeah, the Milner may mention something about it. Okay, now I got broken Ultron. Apparently the Rosy Sphere and Clue Spindle are part of the repair for that. Okay, it's broken, but it's partly working. Supak and Udwig. I think it was around here somewhere. Might have been this one. Oh, was it? I think it was. I think there's another rainbow world around here. this is not a rainbow world. Well, might as well pick these up. I think I have enough money that I don't really need to worry about it for the most part, though. Yeah. Unless it says planet 2, no. Might as well see what this planet is, because why not? It's just a metal world. It does have some biologicals, though. Wow. Okay. Might as well grab minerals as well. Okay. Cool. Did I misremember? Is there not one over here? Okay.
Just go as do.
What is that? Oh, it's gotta be a probe.
We are not hostile and seek to establish friendly relations with your species.
Sure you do.
Behavior far replicated on Ur-Quan.
And... nice. Nice, nice.
Hello, boy.
Will please repair the electronic
Yes,
property?
yes! But no! It is still not quite as brightly lit as it once was. One more repair job should do it. May sunlight and water always fall upon you.
I thought it was around here. Was I wrong? Although maybe it was more like... around here, that's close enough, right? Yeah, it could have been one of these four. If it's not, I guess I was just completely misremembering. Or it also could have been this one. But I swear there was another one over here. Oh, that could be it. No. Well. Again, I might as well grab this. Treasure roads usually aren't quite so hot. We'll try beta. Yeah.
Just as to
Oh? Is a planet close enough to the sun that it could be it? No, it's the wrong color. I guess this is really the only possible one that it could be left. What? But I thought sure there was one over here. Maybe I was just misremembering. I mean, I've checked all of these, right? So it wasn't any of these in the Libre. I don't think it was either of these two. I'll check these two. I know there was one over here, I remember. That could be it. Uh-huh. That's it.
Just as
And I'll go and grab those. Radioactives as well. There might have been another one not too far from here. But I don't remember well enough to want to go looking for it. Maybe another time. I think... Let's go to the Thredash since we need the rest of the parts. No, it's not that one. I remember where that one goes to. That's close enough. Apparently it was Delta Draconis. Okay, I'll go right next to there. Although, actually, I want to change... Because I formatted it differently over there. Okay. There we go.
What's
these
this?
creatures appear.
An unknown alien species. How wonderful! Someone new to fight. We, the Tradash of Culture 19, famous Ur-Quan combat grounds, know well the value of a good fight. Either you win and prove your superiority, or you lose and are vanquished. If the vanquished is lucky, it may survive to learn an important lesson from its defeat.
Looks like you. Is
This is
so?
the way of the Tradash. We fight and learn and improve. All other cultural schemes are inferior. This is a proven fact. What have you to say before we begin combat?
Tradash of Culture 19. We sense a bit of hostility here. Why?
Hostility? Har. We are not hostile. Hostility is unwarranted aggression. If you want to know about hostility, let us tell you about Culture 12.
Culture
Culture
12, huh?
12 was so hostile that while they were on their way to their first great battle, Ur-Quan, the Battle Master, stepped on Nusco, the tactician's foot, causing him great pain. The annoyed Nusco turned on his Battle Master, Ur-Quan, and sliced his body in half. This miffed Ur-Quan's troops, who took it upon themselves to murder Nusco and his elite troops. The real trouble started when now dead Ur-Quan's master sergeants, Moon and Putt, started arguing about how to kill Nusco. Simple crucifixion or the slower lead tattoo deck.
Lead tattoo,
The
huh?
argument was resolved
That's
when
interesting.
Moon and his 500 troops were slaughtered by Putt and his gang. Well, this probably all would have gone down in history as a great day of learning for Culture 12, were it not for the surprise arrival of Culture 12's original enemy, the Yaja and his cronies, who wiped out Culture 12's army, thus beginning the long and glorious Culture 13. Now that's hostility.
Okay, that is more
We, on the
hostility.
other hand, merely want to kill you.
Your blustering does not impress me. We have requirements which you must fulfill now.
Yeah, what? You say what? Foolish, pitiful, small-headed being. We will destroy you and everybody on your ship.
Good luck with that. These guys are, a bit of a pushover in combat. I'll just attack them. That was pretty easy. Okay. He actually shot me once. I think that's Melvin, May. No? Okay. Oh, it's probably a probe. Oh.
Oh, what a laugh! We are the... Please don't run away. We wish to be your species' new
Our
role
species' role
models.
Oh, good luck with
Unfortunately,
that.
to do this, we may need to blast you into your component atoms.
What has made you this way? Why are you so brutal?
Brutal? You don't know the meaning of brutal until you heard the story of Culture 3. How
Culture 3, huh?
Was Culture 3, you ask? Culture was so brutal that they maimed, tortured, enslaved, and in general brutalized themselves.
Themselves.
You see, Culture 2 had made a virtue of stoic resistance to pain, stubborn fortitude, that sort of thing. So when Culture 3 came around, they had a problem. How were they going to impress everyone as being even tougher?
So basically, they were.
Their answer? They would arrive at a battle, stand on a tall hill where everyone could see them, and chop off one of their own limbs. Then they'd wave it around, screaming and shaking it at their enemies. It worked. It scared the hell out of their opponents. They ran like crazy. You could tell who was a real war hero back then by how few arms or legs he had left. Warfare were quite different too. Instead of sturdy old warriors walking slowly past their reviewing stands, they tended to roll, and at a good clip too. To you,
That does sound more,
this may seem
entertaining.
bluntly stupid, the product of a sick, primitive society. You couldn't be more right. Culture 3 was, as you can well understand, only the third Flatash culture, and was
Makes
therefore
sense.
far from the tempered perfection you have encountered here and now.
You are far from tempered perfection. Even peace.
What?
Yeah,
You
sure.
leave before the lesson begins? We have so much to teach you. Let us show you just one thing. It's called the surprise attack.
Well, good luck with that. He made me start moving. I always like to stay still during these battles. I don't know why. This guy is lasting way too long. But yeah, a direct hit was inevitable. Whoops. That one's probably the Norme.
Look out! Boy, what a close call. Captain, why did you try to run down that Keel Varese vessel? You almost smashed it into flinders. What? You didn't see it? Surely you... Oh, never mind. Now,
Okay.
what? Lord sick, what would you like to...
Nice.
What? How? Just under 20
Okay.
years ago, the brave and suicidal Shofixi annihilated their species by exploding a precursor device, some kind of bomb, in the interior of their sun. The resulting storm of solar flares cooked the life off the Shofixi homeworld, and incinerated over 100 Ur-Quan dreadnoughts which had just
100
entered the
is
system
a
to
lot.
conquer the Shofixi. In actuality, there are still at least a dozen Shofixi left alive in the galaxy. 1 or 2 are at Delta Gorno, guarding the dead hulk of their once beautiful world.
Okay, Delta Gorno. Show 60. Delta Gorno.
Others can be found in Vox
With that, he's probably
space.
talking about the Shofixi Maidens, which you already know about.
The Slilandro are a mostly non-solid, sentient race who live in a gas giant at Beta Corvi. We recently sold them a self-replicating
Wait, Beta Corvi. Slilandro. Was Was that, did you say Beta Corvi?
The Slilandro are a mostly non-solid, sentient race who live in a gas giant at Beta Corvi. We recently sold them a self-replicating exploration probe, which has somehow turned hostile and attacks everything it detects. If such encounters have angered you, Captain, please do not address your concerns to us. We possess a formal waiver of damages authorized by Slilandro Speaker and are in no way responsible for the situation. The cowardly Spaffy live at the single planet orbiting Epsilon Gruis. They do not actually live on their world, rather they reside on its airless moon.
This is outdated,
The
Bob.
reason? A xenomorphic species which craves the sweet flavored flesh of the Spaffy has been transported to the surface of their planet and makes every attempt to devour the poor Spaffy. I'm certain that the Spaffy would be forever in your debt if you
Greetings.
were
Hello,
to
Fovir. Welcome to the
eliminate these
stream.
creatures from their planet.
What you up to? I'm talking to
You fear these alien creatures will find
the
you a
Melnorme.
treat also?
currently.
Fear not. Our data reveals the beasts are not interested in your species. Should you wish to consult with the Spaffy ruling council, you will
Right
need
now,
to know
I'm just,
the secret Spaffy cipher. A password, which
Getting
is
data on
Puffy,
alien species.
Muffy, Guffy.
After that, I will be continuing combat.
Like you Earthlings, when the war with the Ur-Quan was lost, the Cyrene
Something like
chose
this.
to be slave shielded.
This is one of my favorite games
Their
ever.
new world is at Beetlejuice. The Cyrene starbase is crewed by the starship commanders and crew who were decommissioned at the end of the war. Though the Cyrene hate the Ur-Quan with a vengeance, they are unlikely to offer you
It's a dating
assistance.
sim. Actually, it's not.
You reveal to them the truth
It's
behind the
a
tragedy
space
of
explorer.
their
It's an open
original
world space
homeworld,
exploration game from I think
which
1992.
was destroyed by the birth of a Marcon Deep child a century ago.
Right now, I'm just talking to an alien.
When the Ur-Quan entered Gamma Serpentis, the home star of the Yehat,
Wait,
their
Home Star of the Hat, Gamma Serpentis. Okay. Hat. Gamma Serpentis. Wasn't even born yet then. Actually, neither was I. That was a whole 11 years.
made a sudden
before I was born.
change of allegiance and allied with the Ur-Quan hierarchy. They became Ur-Quan combat thralls.
But
This act was
This actually
viewed
was
by
the,
most Yehat starship officers as ultimately dishonorable, the desperate act of a corrupt regent to maintain
this is the
her
first game I
throne.
ever played.
The Yehat shame was greatly magnified by the Shofixti's show of courage when they destroyed their own star system to slow down the Ur-Quan Armada. Captain, you have heard all that we have to say
Nice.
about aliens indigenous to this. Should we learn more,
Yes, as a small child, I played this game.
25,000 of your
And it's still
years
one of my
ago,
favorite.
there existed
game was
near
Minesweeper.
this region of space
that might be a
an
pretty common first
association
game I've
of
played, actually.
starfaring races called the Sentient Milieu. This group formed over several thousand years to mutually enrich their respective cultures, to provide a safe creche for emerging sentient species, and to afford themselves a degree of protection from external hostilities via military alliance.
Sentient Millie are basically
Of the seven
pretty cool.
most active milieu members, the most famous race, indeed, you know them well, Captain, were the Ur-Quan.
So the Ur-Quan were at one point a member of this sentient milieu which was dedicated to protecting alien races. And then now the Ur-Quan are two groups that just kill everybody or enslave everybody.
The Ur-Quan evolved on a harsh planet, orbiting a star outside this region of space. They were solitary predators, like your praying mantis captain or polar bear, who had a very limited set of social behaviors, most of which dealt with sex. Since they had to compete for survival against many physically superior species, the Ur-Quan evolved intelligence and tool use in much the same way as your own species. The Ur-Quan also learned to master their fierce territoriality, to build a cooperative planetary culture. When the Ur-Quan were discovered by the
are one of
Ayahoshi,
the aliens that I'm most
just
interested
begun
in.
exploring their solar system in crude atomic vehicles. Although the Ur-Quan attacked what they thought to be an invader, the Taelo were patient. They explained the purpose of the sentient milieu and offered the Ur-Quan membership. The Ur-Quan recognized the benefits that such a system provided,
I don't
and
know what that
once
word
more
is.
conquered the hunting beast within
Regardless of
themselves.
context. Okay, so in the first game, Star Control 1, you're the humans are a somewhat new-ish member of the Alliance of Free Stars, which is fighting against the evil Ur-Quan and their hierarchy of battle thralls. And at the start of this game, you find out that the Alliance of Free Stars actually lost, and all of its members were enslaved by the Ur-Quan. And now, the player character, in this case me, is tasked with, who was on an alien world at the time. They built a precursor starship. Precursors are an amazingly powerful alien race that seemed to have vanished long ago. And I'm now tasked with freeing the Alliance of Free Stars from the grip of the Ur-Quan.
To become cooperative, productive members of the milieu, this lasted for several thousands of years. Just over 20,000 years ago, when your ancestors were learning to chart the course of the moon and stars on animal horns, the sentient milieu
I've played this game
500 light years and
a lot.
included the membership of 100 worlds. Like all other star travelers, they had discovered ruins and relics of a far more ancient culture, which your species calls
the precursors. I love learning about the
Explorers
precursors.
from many species spent their lives trying to piece together this ancient mystery. But of all races, the Ur-Quan were the most bold adventurers.
I've watched the old Dune movie. I need to watch the new one.
Ships penetrated
new
far
ones.
into uncharted space and landed a million worlds. On one such mission, a young Ur-Quan made planetfall on a
he's beating the
small,
sad tale.
light-bearing alien world to identify some anomalous energy readings, occasionally a sign of precursor installations. Instead,
You want to have
the
people in
Ur-Quan
it.
found
The old
a
one has people in it
small,
too.
hideous creature, a Dinyari.
The
Before the
Dinyari.
scout was able to defend itself, the Dinyari creature took control of the Ur-Quan's mind and commanded the scout to place the Dinyari aboard the Ur-Quan's ship, along with hundreds of its evil brood. Then, the Ur-Quan returned to the heart of the milieu, landing on its capital
No, it doesn't,
planet.
silly. It does, I promise.
Within hours, every resident of the planet was a Dinyari slave. Within a month, Dinyari compelled starships and spread the evil, psychic creatures across the entire milieu.
Okay, I'll stop buying information for now, just so you guys don't get bored.
Has been.
I'll talk to the Molderme more about such information later. I'll just attack them. Okay. He did not last long. There we go. Effects like spacefaring stuff, infinite space for the DS. Infinite space for the DS. Okay, I'll try to remember it. Because I do very much like the spacefaring.
Perhaps humans can fight after all. If our reports are accurate, we will test this hypothesis in the laboratory of life. In glorious battle.
Yeah.
Puny, inadequate weaponry is no match for the
You think that my
Mark
Hellbore
6
cannons are no
blaster
match for the
with
Mark
its
6
4
blaster?
megawatt energy discharge. Nor can your slow, bloated tubs compare to our flash turbo-boosted warships. We have nothing to fear. Attention, weak, ugly humans aboard that wallowing garbage scow of a ship. Unless you are even more inferior than we believe. And that's hard to imagine. You already know who
These
we
things
are.
so true.
The Tradash of Quarter 19. We are the original Ur-Quan fighting slaves. The cream of their elite forces.
That means that they conquered
Your
you guys
instructors
first.
in the harsh realities of life. It is time for your next
It's a
lesson.
turn-based battleship game made by Platinum Games. By Platinum Games! That is... I would not expect them to make a game like that. I'll have to remember that. Okay...
No, we will not
Okay.
answer any more of your foolish questions. Instead, you will answer our questions, such as who is responsible for those berserk red probes that keep attacking our ships. Are these devices your robot emissaries of death?
Robot emissaries
No,
of death, huh?
don't answer. I can see it in your eyes. You've given it all away. I
Platinum
know
Games
the
is probably
truth
really
now.
disgusting and
The
fun.
only thing
Wow.
that confuses me is why do the probes approach from the direction of Vega?
Okay. If you say so.
Then I guess we'll just be attacking you now.
Let's kill more of these dudes. Clarg. These guys are painfully easy. I think I was all talk. The Thridash are all talk. I mean, I'm sure they think that they are that powerful.
Inferior alien, this is a patrolled region of space. Now,
Okay.
back to the subject of the probes. We found
Why?
one orbiting a strange planet in the Epsilon Draconis system. The planet causes our scanners to malfunction, producing
Oh, Epsilon
a wildly
Draconis. He's
colored
talking about a
image.
rainbow world.
The probes seem to be studying it. Is this true? Speak, human. Reveal the truth. Confess your crimes. Well, if you will not cooperate, we will have to extract the information from you in more painful ways.
Epsilon Draconis.
Talk is for sissies. Weaklings beings like those of Culture 14. For 10,000 years, we Dradash have fought and died, learned and improved. Then, along came Culture 14, which claimed that all this perfect method was wrong. That each time we violently transformed to a new culture, we inevitably blasted ourselves back at least 500
They were
years
right.
in development. Some people just cannot accept the cost of progress. Indeed, the foolishness of Culture 14's peaceful mining was revealed when they were conquered by Culture 15 after only a 10-year reign. And did the change to Culture 15 set us back 500 years? No, 2, maybe 300 years tops. The short span of Culture 14's reign is objective.
You just
proof
told us about Culture
that a
3's
way of life
reign that was only a
peace
few days.
is a failure.
Okay, I have secret weapons of great power. Submit or I shall evaporate your planet.
We like secret weapons. We will now give you the opportunity to give them to us.
Okay. Murder. Cool. Epsilon Draconis. Oh, there it is. I won? Yes, I in fact did win. How big is this game? Quite. I don't really need to go to most of these planets because I've already got a good amount of resource units. Yes, this game is very big. Nice. I might as well go down and pick up some of these minerals. Since I'm here anyway. Yes, very warm this planet. Starfield wishes it was this game. That is so true. There's a reason that I always come back to this game. Unironically, when I set up this computer, when I got it, the first program I got was Firefox, actually. And the second one was an antivirus, but the third one was this one. Before an image editor or a video editor or Steam or any of that, my first priority was Ur-Quan Masters. Probe. Whoa. Don't attack me. Okay. By the way, for anybody watching who wants to play this game, I'm not like affiliated with them at all, but this game is completely free. The dedicated Ur-Quan Masters machine, yes. Yeah, this game is completely free because this is an open source port of the DOS game. It's an open source Windows port of the DOS game, Star Control 2. Actually, it was just released on Steam, making it even easier to play as free stars, the Ur-Quan Masters. But it's also available on a SourceForge download, which is the version I'm playing, just because when I downloaded it, the Steam version literally didn't exist yet. So yeah, like I said, I'm not affiliated with him in any way, sadly. But the game is completely free to play. And if your computer can run any web browser, I'm pretty sure it can run this. This guy is doing an annoyingly good job. Ah! 1992, people gonna clap on them. That's true. But I have actually reached out to them on Reddit about the idea of possibly working on the sequel they're making. So the company did make a Star Control 3 that was the sequel to this game, but I mean, I'll play it on stream. It's not good though. And also the people that made Star Control 1 and 2 were not affiliated with it at all. However, the people that did make Star Control 1 and 2 are making a proper sequel. And I've reached out to them on Reddit to basically begging them to let me work on it in some way. So I think it'd be very, very cool if I end up being able to, but either way, I'll play it on stream and I'll advertise it endlessly because I love this game to a ridiculous degree. It was very ahead of its time with things like it being completely open world and you being able to completely customize your starship.
Admirable. You have destroyed. We thought you were. You have shown your. Give us. Wait, I got it. It's the way you respond. Just as they say, first impressions are so important.
To really capture the spirit of interstellar diplomatic protocol, you should speak Pig Latin.
Pig Latin, huh? Isn't that where you take the first letter or two of a word, put it at the end, and then add an A at the very end? Let me try. Open stay interplay. Iter pre ute aide. Hey, I like that. It gives one the semblance of wit and education without all that dreary studying. Just one question, great teacher. How do you say example in Pig Latin? Now that we understand the nuances of introduction, great teacher.
Example? Words like example, you just add it A at the end.
Your devastation of our battle forces has shown us that our Ultra 19 is inferior to your own. Therefore, we will adopt your methods, your techniques. But what shall we name our new culture?
The glorious slave empire of Aya.
Well, you're the one with the big starship. So be it. We need to learn so much.
By the way, if you have to name it themselves, they just name it Culture 20.
How to react in our new culture? What is our direction? Our ethical base?
If you really want a model of your new culture, just be like us.
Aha! I see it now. We proceed carefully. We take no undue risks. We slowly build up our strength and only attack when we have overwhelming odds on our side.
I mean, that works.
Dealing with other races, we shall question them mercilessly, trying to drag out every last bit of information. And if they are not cooperative, we will threaten them with instant death. We will be just like you. We have much work
I mean,
to
I can't
do
exactly
to implement
say
these
he's
sweeping
wrong.
cultural changes. Transferring from the allegiances and wars of one culture to another is a difficult and time-consuming task. We beg you, great warrior for Earth, give us time to make the changes you have suggested. Return later to see our brave new world.
Oh, I forgot to have him attack the Ur-Quan. I think I now can't. And the Delta Draconis. Alpha Draconis. Alpha Apotis. Delta Draconis, okay. Oh, the company that owns Star Control also made Star Control Origins, which is just completely has nothing to do with... It's not a prequel, unlike what it would say. Or unlike what you think. It's just completely unrelated, basically. Sadly, that's become kind of confusing.
Iwe Arye Elade, Igbe Atenle Ikinspe Adashtre, Snay.
Ortsnay.
Your presence
Instead
here
of
in our
snort, he said
homeworld fills
Ortsnay.
all of us with glorious slave empire with
like Horseman all
awe.
over again?
We are
Yes.
honored, wise human.
What's it called now? Story of Seasons, I think? I haven't played any of the newer ones, though. I played the original Harvest Moon. I've played Friends of Mineral Town. I forgot what the PS1 one was called, but it's basically the same as Friends of Mineral Town. And I've played Wonderful Life for the PS2, and that's all the Harvest Moon games I've played. I started playing Harvest Moon, the original Harvest Moon, on stream. I should finish that, but it was kind of hard to be like entertaining while playing that game on stream. You're a great teacher, you should know
This
of.
doesn't really count as news, teacher, but war is truly magnificent, isn't it? The gut-wrenching sight of molten warships, the boiling blood of depressurized soldiers. I just love it, don't you?
No.
Things are proceeding well, Captain. We have discovered one item which may interest you. There is an unusual world orbiting Epsilon Draconis.
It's hard to make Harvest Moon, that's interesting. Yeah, exactly.
Though it radiates energies which scramble our senses, we can detect many radioactive substances on the surface. We suspect that this is one of those so-called precursor dumps, described in some ancient text fragments we found in Alpha Apotis. The text goes on to say that these dumps are in some kind of pattern, but what the pattern may be remains a mystery. For now, that is all. We eagerly await your return, great teacher.
Why isn't he allowing me on the surface of the planet? Was this not where the Aqua Helix was? I could have sworn it was.
Abate, Eklis Ray Urge, Ikinspe Ipe Atenle, Iwe Arye 8th grade.
I do like that he actually keeps using the big Latin.
Your presence here in our homeworld fills all of us with glorious slave empire with awe. We are honored, wise human.
I don't think I actually...
We will await your return and further enlightenment with great anticipation.
Was it not... here? I could have sworn it was. Makes that hear. Yeah, it's like when you actually, it's like to say it. What was it? Like to actually speak in Pig Latin is easy, but it's like it's harder to like understand it when you hear it, you know. Okay. Oh wait, actually, I remember where it was. I just vaguely think I remember, at least. Actually, it might have been an Alpha Draconis. I think it was Zeta, but it could have been Alpha. Or Epsilon. No, I don't remember. Gotta go. Okay. Thanks for stopping by, though. There's Theta. There's Epsilon. Remember to check out infinite space. Okay, I will attempt to remember. Xi Draconis. There it is, Zeta Draconis. I'll try Zeta Draconis first. After that, I'll try Alpha and then Epsilon.
Hello, A1A. We
Okay.
are glad to try not.
Ay, ay, ay.
E-Way are glad. Their way.
I escaped. I escaped from my adoring public. Hey guys, isn't betrayal fun? No reason I mention.
E-Way pay spectre. Ute arye 8th grade Icherte. Ho yo ho! The super strong human has returned to this, our most important planet.
Nice.
We, the glorious slave empire, bid you welcome.
Huh.
We orbit here, guarding that most precious of our relics, that which we hold most dearly, that which has been at the heart of all our cultures, except for Culture 9, and they don't really count. We guard the object which transcends mortal realms, the Aqua Helix.
Nice. That sounds really cool. You wouldn't mind if I just went there and kind of look at it, would you?
Why, certainly. Go ahead and land on the planet, and take a look at the most precious of all our relics, the relic we hold most dear, as have all our cultures.
Culture 21's gonna have to not hold it most dear. Report from surface. Captain, we have discovered some sort of alien shrine here on the surface. The building is immensely old, at least 2,000 years. Inscribed around the perimeter of the cylindrical shrine are innumerable hieroglyphs that document the history of each 19th Hurdash cultures. From what we have seen, we have learned that the Hurdash have risen to starfaring technology at least 3 separate times, only to nuke themselves back into the Stone Age again and again. The real surprise, Captain, was what we found inside the shrine. We knew that the Hurdash kept something down here, but we didn't know what it was until we went inside the shrine. At the exact middle of the structure was a tall dais of white stone. Set atop this dais was an immense aqua gemstone, somehow shaped into a flat, twisted ribbon, like a DNA helix. The aqua helix emitted incredible light pulses, illuminating the considerable shrine like a giant strobe light. At least it did. Until Private Hendricks decided to see what happened if you grabbed the artifact. The helix immediately ceased glowing, and this has remained quiescent ever since. We will bring the Aqua Helix back aboard the ship for further investigation. End of report. Metal structures are dangerous. That is true. now, the Ultron is fixed. I do so love betrayal.
So it's you, the thief, the skulking little human.
I think you mean great teacher.
We should not have left the Aqua Helix planet unguarded. You have shown us a weakness in ourselves, and for that we thank you. But we desire the return of the Helix. Since I suspect you won't give it willingly, eat flaming death, you gravy-sucking pig.
You're not very smart, are you? I can beat this guy with one hand. In fact, I'll beat all these guys with one hand. You know, this game is actually not hard to play one-handed. At least with the default control settings.
Ahoy! You took our wonderful ancient dismay. Prepare to meet thy doom, alien
Die,
thief.
Doom. That's a bit more poetic than I would have expected from him. Okay. Nice. Nice.
Ahoy!
Come on. You got me once, though. That's impressive. Oh, that's got to be a probe then. Wow. Nice, I'll admit. Cool. Let's go home. Okay.
Hello, Captain.
Yes, many minerals.
If you can keep this up, we'll turn that flagship of yours into a genuine dreadnought
I think
killer.
it already isn't.
The analysis reads as follows. Subject, Ultron. Data. We have determined that the so-called Ultron is in fact the appendages of Dawn, described in the precursor fragment found on Rigel in 2123. In the partially translated precursor text, the device is described as a mental amplifier which focuses mental energies of the holder for the purpose of discrete change. Unfortunately, human brain emanations do not seem compatible with the Ultron, nor do those of the allied species we have tested. Summary? Perhaps the Utwig who claimed to understand this device can shed some light on its true function and power. That's the end of our scientist's report. Blow up an Ur-Quan for me, Captain.
What are you gonna do if I blow up an Ur-Quan for me instead? Okay. Nice. Ah, I can now make it through dash torch. I mean, it seems like a pretty good place to end off the stream, and I am still kind of tired. Tomorrow's stream is going to be, it is not going to be at the same time. For once. Let me check. It is going to be at... Oh, it's going to be 12 hours after this. So whatever time this was in AM or PM for you is the opposite. So it's going to be... Whereas this was 6 AM PDT, this is going to be 6 PM PDT or 9 PM EDT. So yeah, definitely look forward to that. That'll be great. It's a karaoke stream. So, yeah, if you want to hear me sing tomorrow, you can. But yeah, that'll be the end of this stream. I have a link to my Patreon in the description stream if you'd like to monetarily support my streaming. I also have a link to my Discord server if you'd like to join that. That's the best place to interact with me and my community. And I have a link to all my other links, such as my Twitter or my Twitch, in the description. But yeah, thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you, especially those of you in the chat, and I'll see you next time. Bye.